What are we doing here?
Buttholes?
Buttholes? We talking about buttholes again this week?
Probably.
Movies that fit inside your butt.
Movies that fit inside your butthole. Get the whole movie right in the hole.
Well, I mean, now
Wait, who's Uber are we talking about?
Whose oeuvre are we going to fit into my butthole this week?
Hey, now that no one watches DVDs anymore.
So then you just stream from your butthole? That sounds...
No, you project from your butthole.
I've got a
see.
streaming butthole.
When I say butt, you say holes, but
I'm not doing
Nobody
that.
ever does it.
Nobody ever does it.
it never works.
I can't scream out hole. There's something wrong about that.
You can't scream out holes?
No,
Not even your mouth?
not even my mouth.
Oh, that's staying in the cut. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Welcome back to Cinefix. This week, what we're talking about movies that you like in genres that you don't. Sci-fi is not for everybody. Westerns, not for everybody. You know, rom-coms, all that stuff. So everybody's probably got a genre of movies that they don't like, but occasionally there's a movie in there that just sneaks up on you like, oh, hey, look at that. All right. T, what do you got?
Well, I detest musicals. I hate them. But
Not altogether surprising.
yeah, I mean, would you expect me to love musicals? Like, that'd be weird. Anywho, I really love a very goofy movie. The songs are by
Okay.
Tevin Campbell. I saw it when I was quite young, and I had fully developed my cynicism to the richness that it has right now. But I love a very goofy movie. To this day, eye to eye, look it up. Fantastic song, great movie, and it makes our camera operator cry.
Aww.
Because we talked about it before we started.
She's crying right now.
Yeah.
So a very goofy movie got grandfathered into your cynicism then.
Yes, and something I saw when I was actually still relatively young, but a little bit older, and was nicely settling into the cynicism. I love South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Oh, yeah.
The songs are great. They actually won an Oscar for one of them. So I guess like the difference here is like it manages to break away from the genre that it's in by having songs about, you know, dick jokes and people's moms being fat, and that's why it works for me.
Just the title of the movie is
Yeah.
a dick joke.
Do you think the fact that they're animated helps, or does it not matter?
Probably because it's sort of like that episode of 30 Rock where you see how Kenneth sees the world and everything's Muppets. For me, it's cartoons. So I generally like things more when they're animated anyway. So I think that also does help, because if it's like 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, I am out of here. But an animated musical might stand a better chance.
So even the Disney musicals, none of that holds much appeal
Most
to
of
you?
them, no. Like, I have no interest in seeing Frozen ever.
Right.
Like, if I hear that song Let It Go one more time, I'll have heard it another time.
Funny thing though, I was actually at a dance club and they put on Eye to Eye.
Hold up.
Really?
You were at a dance club?
Yeah,
You were at a discotheque?
I can
A discotheque?
break it down.
Okay. All right. I just making sure. And these are as opposed to musicals like, you know, like the Chicagos of the world and
God.
the Les Mis of the world.
Les Miserable is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hate musicals. I hate rom-coms. I thought I had a rom-com to add to the discussion that transcended the genre, but I can't recall if I've ever even liked a romantic comedy.
That goes perfectly into
Did
my
I just do a
category
nice
of-
segue?
Nice. Segue. Still don't know how to spell it.
I've actually never heard it said aloud. I've always just read it. Thought it was segue for years.
Anyways, so I very much dislike rom-coms.
Okay.
I'm
Right
not-
here with you.
I'm not a big fan of romantic movies in general. Like, you know, romance in real life is cool, but like in the movies, it just kind of bores me and often sickens me. But I found there's 2 movies that sort of fit into the rom-com category that I do like. One of them is Warm Bodies, which is a rom-com.
Sure.
For those of you who don't know, it's a zombie love story, or zombie and human, and Nicholas
And
Hoult.
true love brings him back to life.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so much metaphor.
Yeah, spoiler alert, I guess. But look at, see, that's...
I know. It's really heartwarming. It's like, it's actually a really fun, cute movie.
It is.
He goes from eating brains to eating heart candies.
I thought you were going to say pussy.
Yeah,
I
did too.
Yep.
Damn.
I thought T thought you were
Yeah.
going to say pussy. too.
Well, I like to
It was
slip
like
that
one
in.
of us has got to say that, right? And she beat me to it.
Damn.
The other one is the movie Just Like Heaven. It stars Mark Ruffalo and Reese Witherspoon. And it's, once again, it has sort of a supernatural kind of bend to it, where like she's a ghost or seemingly a ghost, and he's,
Right.
Alive.
Not of Girlfriend's Past, though.
God, no.
You see, I'm a big softie. Like, I like romantic comedies. And then Warm Bodies, I'll give you. I really enjoyed Warm Bodies. But Just Like Heaven, that one doesn't count. It's like, that one feels like the formulaic romantic comedy that helps, like, perpetuate the romantic comedy as garbage, sort of.
And believe me, I 100% agree with that. This is one of those situations where, aside from the fact that I kind of love Mark Ruffalo and Reese Witherspoon is adorable, and that's the only reason that I can even fathom why I connect to it so much, like why I enjoy it so much. But I've watched this movie like 10, 20 times. I don't know when it's on.
You know what's another good one with Ruffalo is 13 Going on 30.
That's cute.
That one's
It is pretty cute.
adorable.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever you guys say.
Come on, team, check it out.
I actually did remember the romantic / it's not really a rom-com, but it's a romantic movie with funny elements. And again, I think this has to do with me like being young when I saw it. The Cutting Edge.
With, was it
D.B.
D.B. Sweeney?
Sweeney. Great movie.
Yeah.
Very romantic.
He's a hockey player, gets a concussion, and can't play hockey
Can't play
anymore,
hockey
and
no
so he
more.
goes to figure skating.
Yeah.
Topic.
Topic, yeah.
Topic, exactly. Great movie. I love
Have
it.
you seen it?
No, I haven't.
You're the only
Oh
one
my
that didn't
God.
chime in
Well,
with
I
Topic.
own it
so
on
I didn't.
DVD.
Oh, well, please.
Yeah.
So far, it's having something that you like from another genre in it that makes that genre palatable.
But I also think the circumstances under which you first see the movie make a big difference, because you might, maybe you hate rom-coms, but maybe you see Warm Bodies the first time and you're like 3 beers in, you might like it.
For me, because I'm a big softie and I enjoy romantic comedies, conversely, I really don't like horror movies. Like, I've never been able to get into them. Going all the way back to the Friday the 13th and all the classic.
Semi-common.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. But over the last couple of years, we've had a handful of really good horror movies that have sort of transcended, I guess, and have gotten a little broader appeal. And one of them that I really like is It Follows. Because, and it's weird because some of these like The Witch too, I've seen a lot of backlash. Like, well, it's not really a horror movie. So the definition of horror movie has sort of been coming into question. But It Follows for me was like, it was such this weird. It felt like all of the horror movies that I didn't like, all of the Friday the 13th, like this weird semi 1980s tone. Like it was just creepy.
So is it like the bloody like murder porn aspect of the other kind of movies that you don't like?
Well, that's definitely the murder porn, torture porn kind of Hostels. I definitely not into that.
Yeah.
Like that I just can't handle.
Not a fan of Anatomy.
No viscera for me, thank you. But yeah, It Follows. I watched it by myself in the dark one night, and so that it like scared the living crap out of me, and I was amazed by it. So yeah, again, it's how you watch the movie for the first time makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, going off that, a lot of people love horror movies because they want to go get that scare, get that like adrenaline rush. Like that's part of enjoying a horror movie. On the other end of that, there are the uber dramas, where like the whole point is you're gonna cry your face off. And like that's the reason people see these things like stuff like Stepmom or Candy, like these things where you watch the trailer and you're like, I'm not gonna be able to handle that deep amount of sadness. And I'm a millennial. I'm constantly avoiding sadness at every moment. If I feel like lonely, I have to pull out my phone and go on Facebook immediately and feel the warmth of the screen. But a couple years ago, I did watch the film Amour, because it was up for an Oscar, and it's in French. I just like the way that sounds.
Sure.
So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go see this movie. And the trailer's very unassuming. You can tell there's something about love and like marriage and like being old. We sat in the theater, and there was this middle-aged woman sat next to me, put down a bottle of wine and a glass, and was just like,
Who is this woman? She
ready
sounds
to
like
go.
my new
And
best friend.
And the whole movie is her just, I hear pouring and sobbing the entire movie. And then
Seriously, this is my new best friend. That's what I do every night.
But yeah, it's so upsetting and depressing. I cried so hard, but I actually enjoyed it. it felt like I was getting a lot off my chest and off my back, and I was just like, it feels so good.
It's so good to cry.
And it also,
a nice good cry.
It felt real. It was great.
And this is the one about the elderly couple. The wife is getting dementia.
The wife is slowly getting dementia.
The trailer, when I saw the trailer, it's like scored to piano music, and it shows the old lady playing the piano, and then it shows the guy walking into the room, and then he turns the stereo off, and the music stops, and she still acts like she's playing the piano, and I'm like,
Yeah.
No. Like, I almost cried then.
Yeah. I think I stopped the trailer halfway, and I was like, no, I'll see it. Like, I
you got me.
And,
Well, and it's those movies too that it's easy to screw that up, because like those things can get so ham-fisted and so heavy-handed so quick.
Right. But this is a great example of it because it's very quiet. They leave it up to the actors to show a lot of the emotions without having chintzy dialogue and stuff like that.
Nice. Okay. So what other Uber dramas do you hate? Have you had bad experiences with them?
Pursuit of Happiness. That was a little bit like, let me just hammer you with awfulness after awfulness. And at the very end, I think it's like 1 minute of like glimmering hope. And you're like, okay, great. Thanks. Thanks for that bone at the end.
Thanks for that.
Ugh.
That was the worst because the trailer was kind of a little funny. Like,
Yeah.
they made it seem like it was not going to be like
They
that.
tricked you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Will Smith,
Yeah.
he's fun.
Yeah.
And
I
you're
love
like,
the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
But all those movies, they're always like, the knee-jerk reaction with that is to just go big. And so you get these performances that are like playing to the back row for no reason at all, and they just drive me nuts. So.
Yeah, and Amour is so quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, just long pauses of them just like contemplating stuff, and you know what they're thinking. It's loud in your own head.
Yeah. The old lady's thinking, I'm still playing this piano.
I am so good.
I'm so good at this piano. All right, everybody, get down in the comments below. Let us know what you think about all of that. Let us know what movies you like in genres that you generally don't. And click like and subscribe. Stick around for more Cinefix. We'll see you next time. Bye. Did I miss the cue?